Beaumont, Texas, 1989. One bullet ends a friendship. 25-year-old Ursel Minix is dead at the hands of 20-year-old Sylvilla Humphrey. Even good friends have disagreements, but they're rarely settled with a gun. What was Sylvilla thinking? What argument would be bad enough to make her kill? Or is Sylvilla simply a psychopath? Behind the walls of Christina Milton Crane Unit in Texas, Sylvilla is ready to talk. I'm Candice DeLong. As an FBI agent, I worked on the front line for the world's most powerful law enforcement agency. I went undercover, I trailed terrorists, and I interviewed notorious killers. It's my job to understand the people who others cannot comprehend. Winter 1989. A friendship is unraveling. There are insults and threats. Then, on November 25th, the situation comes to a climax. The killer, Sylvilla Humphrey, shoots Ursel Minix in the neck. Then she calls police and tells them it was self-defense. Ursel is in critical condition. After 6 days, she loses her fight for life. Sylvilla is charged with murder. She pleads no contest and is sentenced to 30 years. Sylvilla maintains she feared for her life. She says her friend had threatened to get her. Was Sylvilla simply standing her ground, or did she set out to eliminate a rival? After 22 years behind bars, she's had time to come to terms with her conscience.
Sylvilla, the name of this show is Facing Evil. What evil have you faced in your life?
Well, I faced a lot of evil.
Let's go back to your childhood. What was it like? What kind of dreams did you have for yourself when you were a little girl?
Well, I thought I was going to go to college and, you know, do some things. I didn't think I'd be here.
What did you like best about school?
Well, I knew I had to go. It was always instilled in me to go. So even when I didn't want to go, I had to go.
High school. Was that more fun for you?
It's all right. I mean, sometimes you don't want to go to high school. Sometimes you do. I mean, I skipped a couple of days.
So when did the problems start in your life?
Probably in my teenage years. You know, you have rebellion. You rebel. You try to do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And,
what did you want to do that your parents didn't want you to do?
oh, I wanted to go out. You know, things like that.
This would be familiar to many parents, but not what Sylvilla reveals next.
How were you getting money?
Still,
Stealing. Were you good at it?
well, sometimes, you know. You have your good days, you have your bad days.
How long were you involved in that kind of activity before you got caught?
Well, I've been caught a few times.
When was the first time?
I don't know, I think I was in high school.
Sylvilla's shoplifting blossoms into a career.
Is that something that you knew you just wanted to do rather than a straight job, a legitimate job?
Yeah, I wanted a straight job, I just could never find one.
On one of her shoplifting outings, things got out of control.
You were charged with aggravated assault on a peace officer?
Yes.
What was that about?
I was shoplifting, I was in my car trying to get away, and the cop grabbed onto the car, and I just, you know, kept going.
Did you know he had grabbed onto the car?
No, I was just trying to get away. I didn't know he had grabbed onto the car.
And what
Not
happened?
until the end when they called her. They said, well, I'm going to charge the driver with aggravated assault on a peace officer.
Was he injured?
No.
Sylvilla adds aggravated assault to her growing rap sheet. And 6 years probation. She also starts carrying a gun.
I was probably in my 20s.
What did carrying a gun mean to you? What did it do?
Protection.
Protection. From?
Well, my aunt had, not my aunt, my uncle's wife, she had jumped on me one time.
For what?
She didn't like me.
Seems to me Sylvilla spent her teens making all the wrong moves and not really caring about the consequences of her actions. To this day, she seems disconnected from her crimes. Have her 22 years behind bars dulled her feelings? Or does she simply lack empathy altogether? I'm speaking with convicted murderer Sylvilla Humphrey. She was found guilty of killing 25-year-old hairdresser Ursel Minix. Beaumont, Texas, 1989. Sylvilla first meets Ursel Minix at the local beauty shop.
Tell me about Ursel. What was she like?
Oh, I thought she was a good person.
What was her personality like? You two hung around.
Well, we didn't just hang, you know. Mainly.
Friends.
Yeah.
What was it about her that you liked?
Well, she was a nice person.
And what kind of things did you do together as friends?
Well, we used to go out to clubs, things like that.
For 2 years, Sylvilla and her hairdresser enjoy a professional and personal relationship.
How often did you and Ursel see each other?
Probably every week.
And then did you at one point live in the same building?
Yes, we lived in the same building. She lived upstairs and I lived downstairs.
It doesn't take long for these neighbors to turn into enemies. The two fall out when Ursel starts sharing her friend's phone number.
Tell me about this argument. How did it get started? You've been friends? She did your hair? What happened?
And I went to the beauty shop that Wednesday night to pick up some money. And I would just said, please don't give my phone number out to anyone.
Was she wanting to give your phone number
She'd
out?
already had gave it out to someone.
Why did that make you angry?
Because I just don't want anyone calling me. And she said, well, you're not anything but a thief anyway. And I said, that's okay. I said, I'd rather be a thief than have a man who I take care of who kicks my ass. And so that made her mad. And so that's when she tried to come out the door after me.
That must have been a pretty heated argument.
No, not really.
No?
She just was mad because of what I said.
I find it interesting the pair moves so quickly from being friends to hurling personal insults at one another. If there's anything else to this fight, Sylvilla isn't telling me.
We had really stopped communicating by that time.
Why? What had happened that the relationship
Nothing really.
soured?
I mean, I just can't even remember back before about how it soured. I just started going to someone else to get my hair done.
Sylvilla changes hairdressers, but can't change her neighbor. She says Ursel keeps up the threats at home.
So you're frightened?
Yes.
And she lives right upstairs?
Yes.
What did she say?
She said, I'm going to get you.
I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
Did other people hear her say, I'm going to get you?
Yes.
Who else heard it?
The people who were just stopping her from trying to attack me.
How did people react around her when she said, I'm going to get you, threatening you?
They didn't really want to take sides, you know, because they were her friend, they were my friends.
Before the week is over, these frenemies will have their final stand. Beaumont, Texas. 20-year-old Sylvilla Humphrey and her 25-year-old friend Ursel have been fighting for weeks. They've insulted each other, and now, according to Sylvilla, it's threatening to turn physical. It's especially tense because both women live in the same apartment building. 10:34 p.m., Saturday, November 25th, 1989. In Beaumont, Texas, 20-year-old Sylvilla Humphrey is getting ready to go out clubbing. She packs her gun for protection.
Where had you been keeping the gun? In your purse?
I
Stuck
had
in your...
kept it in my purse, but I had it in a bag that night because I didn't want to take the gun in my purse into a club. So I was going to leave the gun in the car. I got my things and I went out. And she heard me leaving my apartment because she stayed upstairs and I stayed downstairs. So she came and approached me. She comes up on me and I'm backing up and asking her to leave me alone. And I have the gun out and she sees the gun. I thought the gun was just gonna scare her, you know, she was gonna leave, but she didn't.
Did she say anything when she saw the gun?
She said, "You're gonna have to shoot me because I'm gonna kick your ass."
How'd you feel about that?
I was scared. She was 6'2". I was scared.
Did she have a weapon?
No, but she had a weapon, but she didn't have it that night.
We only have Sylvilla's word here, but whoever started this confrontation is less the issue for me. The real problem here is the handgun.
Did you truly believe she was gonna
Hurt me.
hurt you?
Yes.
Okay. And then what did she do?
She kept coming towards me, and when she hit me, I shot her.
Where did you shoot her?
She got shot in the neck.
In the neck. Were you aiming for that?
No, I wish I would have shot her somewhere else. Yep, I wish I wouldn't have shot her at all.
Sylvilla's bullet severs her friend's carotid artery.
Did you wonder how seriously injured she was?
Yeah.
What did you think? What was your assessment?
I didn't know until afterwards.
It was 22 years ago, but Sylvilla's emotional distance here is extraordinary. I've rarely seen such a disconnect. It could be she feels absolutely justified for shooting Ursel, or she has no capacity for empathy. That is a hallmark trait of a psychopath.
So Ursel's on the ground with what turned out to be a fatal wound. Do you recall what you were thinking?
No, I was going to call the cops.
And you did call the cops. You didn't try to run away or drive away.
I drove away to the service station to call the cops.
In the days before cell phones, the nearest payphone is at the gas station. This tells me Sylvilla could have been genuinely concerned at the time. On the other hand, she just shot her friend in the street, so witnesses are bound to come forward. She'll need a defense.
I told them that I had shot someone who was attacking me.
And then what did you do?
I waited on the police.
The police arrive and Sylvilla is arrested for aggravated assault.
I wasn't angry, I was scared. I didn't shoot out of anger, I shot out of fear.
Have you thought about maybe scenarios run through your head about other things you might have done that day or that evening that would have prevented this from happening?
I could have ran, I could have just let her beat me up. I shouldn't have shot her.
And if you hadn't shot her, you would not be talking to me through a piece of glass, right?
Right.
Sylvilla Humphrey was convicted of the murder of her friend, Ursel Minix, in 1991. But Sylvilla's telling me it was self-defense. She's extraordinarily detached from the crime, either because she really wanted Ursel dead, or because she feels defending herself was justified.
Had you heard that that happens to people that carry guns? They frequently end up in prison?
Well, no, not really. Not when especially when somebody's trying to attack you, no. You know, when someone's trying to attack you, you try to defend yourself. I mean, I thought we had a right to defend ourselves, but obviously, you don't.
You do have a right to defend yourself. But use of deadly force, which would be the use of a gun, against someone that doesn't have a weapon, can be pretty hard to explain.
To anyone, this was an unfair fight.
When you heard that she was in intensive care, all right, that means she's alive, but she's very seriously wounded. Do you recall what you thought when you heard that or felt?
I prayed that she would make it.
Why?
Because I didn't want to be the reason for killing no one.
Ursel dies in the hospital after 6 days in intensive care.
Do you remember when you heard that she had died?
I was sad.
You were very sad.
Yes. I didn't mean to kill anyone, no. That's not what I set out to do. I just wanted her to leave me alone.
After Ursel dies, Sylvilla's charge is upped from aggravated assault to murder.
One of the things I read is that you bragged to some people.
Oh, no.
You didn't say anything to anybody.
That's nothing to brag about. That's no.
Nothing to brag about.
No.
She pleads no contest in the belief a judge would consider it self-defense.
They had offered me 15 years, but my lawyer had turned it down.
Well, your lawyer can't turn it down. It's up to
Well,
you.
he said, well, I told him no because we going on self-defense. That's what he said. He said, plead no contest and let the judge sentence you because it wasn't murder, so he won't be able to find you guilty of murder. He has to find you guilty of a lesser charge. So that's why I pled no contest.
And did that happen?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember what you thought or felt when the judge said 30 years? And that's a minimum?
Yeah, my heart just sunk. There's nothing I can do, you know.
What about that sentence? Do you think that was fair?
No.
What do you think it should have been?
If anything, it should have been a 15.
15.
I believe I should have did some time, yes, ma'am.
But not 30 years.
Because a life was taken.
I'm a little surprised by Sylvilla's admission here and comforted. Until now, I wasn't convinced she had any empathy at all. She does seem to have some regret.
Yes, I regret what I did, yes. If I could do it all over again, I would just let her beat me up. I wouldn't do that.
Is it still with you or has it dissipated?
Yeah, it's
Tell me
still
about
there.
it.
You never get over the fact that I haven't. It takes someone's life.
I want you to imagine for a moment that I am Ursel. What would you like to say to me?
And that I'm sorry that I took your life. And I wish we could go back and do all this over again.
Anyone solving an argument with a gun rarely gets a do-over. Take the gun out of this scenario, and what do we have? Perhaps some bruises and a broken friendship. But Sylvilla's choice makes the pain so much worse.
What would you like to say to Ursel's family?
That I'm very sorry for what I done. I'm very sorry for what happened. I wish I could go back and do it all over again. Because I would do it differently. I wouldn't have had the gun.
When you're released, will society be safe from you?
Yes, I don't ever want to touch another gun in my whole life.
So the gun was the problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you had not had a gun that night, Ursel would be dead?
No.
If there's just one piece of advice you could give people, what would it be?
Don't pick up a gun.
Don't pick up a gun.
Right.
Sylvilla has spent half of her 44 years behind bars. I'm sure it's toughened her, but she came in here pretty hard as well. She's not been very open with me and offered almost nothing. But perhaps there's not that much to say. She thought a gun would be her strength. It turned out to be her weakness.